MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Third baseman, number 16.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a week for them. I mean, to put together 7 games in a row, it's nice to go to the ballpark and say, we're winning today. That's what they've been doing. So now they're looking for 8. Pretty impressive.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. In is the center fielder, Angel Pagan.
Center fielder, Angel Pagan.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 1-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. There's one. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
Batting third.
Striding into the box, Adrian Gonzalez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those. That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. And here's a ball hit in the air. Grandal is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. These Phillies Harold, as they enter play here tonight, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Galvis will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Batting second,
So striding
Center
in,
fielder,
A.J. Pollock. And he's
A.J.
definitely off to a
Pollock.
fast start in the early part of the season. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
High in the air out to center field. Pagan has a read on it. 2 down.
Batting
Here's
third,
Corey Seager.
the
No one
shortstop.
aboard for him, and
Corey
2 gone
Seager.
here in the first. Into the windup and the pitch. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Took something off there, but it misses, ball 1. Outside, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To 2-2 now. Line foul into the seats over the Dodger dugout. Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Digging in now, Ben Zobrist.
Leading off for the
He'll lead
Phillies,
things off against
second
Kenta
baseman.
Maeda.
Ben Zobrist.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul. Here's the 0-2. That's popped up out towards short right field. Utley is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting fifth,
Here's Michael Saunders
the
now.
right fielder, number 5, Michael Saunders.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tapped down the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Now, that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
Up high, 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4. Into the box now, number 76. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
Runners on first with 1 down. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the ground up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Left side. Hernandez takes it in. Throw on to first in time, one away. Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled to the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike.
I love that pitch right there. You know he's geared up right there in this big situation. They look for a ball and just let it fly, and he pulled the string on him. Just spun him into the ground.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. In now is Yasiel Puig. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. He'll come home with it. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right. So he's 90 feet away now with two men gone. And Utley won't have the chance to swing it here as they'll go ahead and issue him the intentional walk. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Kenta Maeda. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a liner. And this is past Adrian down the line, a fair ball. One run is scored. Now the relay home. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game. And he is in there.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Andrew Benintendi will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Down and away, ball one.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game. Riding in once again, A.J. Pollock. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Pagan has a read on it. And the inning is over. Stepping up to the plate, Freddie Galvis. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. First pitch on its way. Late that time for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2-2 regardless.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate. From 0-2 to 3-2, What a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Batting 8.
Now at the
Left
plate,
fielder,
Williams,
number
as he'll
4.
get his first opportunity in this one. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Pitcher.
Into the box, number 35, ready to get his day at the plate started right here. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Slider taken here, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Runner goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Williams rounds third and is digging for the plate. And to score, the runner from second. Stepping in, Angel Pagan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Pagan.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball stays a little high that time.
Well, that curveball was really a hanger, and that's not a good sign. He's got to get back on track. He needs that release point to get out front and get the ball down in the zone.
A fastball that finds the outside corner. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. A runner on first with 2 away. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. This is skied into short left center. Benintendi is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Corey Seager. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
The good hitters, they don't usually have trouble with the low 90s fastball. He might have been looking for something else.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Line to the right side. But there to take it is Adrian. A nice play by Gonzalez, and that's out number 1. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
You know, it's so hard to get around on a pitch like that, particularly when it's up and in on your hands like that. I call that Black & Decker ball. It's going to break a lot of bats.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Now
Digging in, Justin Turner. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. 1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Here's Adrian now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
First baseman number 23, Adrian Gonzalez.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. High in the air out towards shallow right. Puig's got a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Zobrist. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a little chopper up the middle. There to get it is Utley. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Ready for another chance? Michael Saunders. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Too high. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Number 76 would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he struck him out. In now is Yasiel Puig. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Right fielder, Yasiel Puig.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Coming on is Sanders, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Down the first baseline. Played on the backhand. Galvis back to Adrian, and it's a double play.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Kenta Maeda. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Saunders sprinting after it, and foul.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Into the box now, number 76.
Leading off for the
0
Phillies.
for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 76.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2 now.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this fifth inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the fifth inning.
The batter, number 13.
Striding in, Freddie Galvis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And here's a ball hit in the air. Benintendi in pursuit. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now at the plate, Williams. No
Number
official
4.
at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Ready now, number 35. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. Into the windup and the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Bouncer down the line. Foul ball, strike 2. And now a pitch on the way. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Digging in once again, A.J. Pollock. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming, here it is. And a whiff at a good slider that time. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Williams racing back, and it's gone. Here's Corey Seager. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Batter number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Saunders on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Justin Turner. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez.
Leading off for
2 base
Philadelphia.
hits, both singles
Third
to this
baseman,
point.
number 16, Cesar Hernandez.
Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Goldschmidt is there for it. 1 down. In
Now
is the
batting,
center fielder,
the
Angel
center fielder,
Pagan. It's been an
Angel
0 for 2
Pagan.
effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now. That's wide, 2-0.
That's 2 close pitches right there, and he just laid off him. I think he's sitting on one specific pitch, and he hasn't gotten it yet.
Now a swing and a fly ball. On the run is Benintendi. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. One run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Benintendi. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Adrian Gonzalez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Ripped toward the gap in right. Around first, Gonzalez on his way to second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now for Adrian, he picks up double number 2 on the year. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
Well, clearly that changed up the pitch before didn't fool him, because that fastball right there, he was right on it. He just couldn't put it in play.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him. Two, here it is. Hit hard to the right side.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasmani Grandal. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. Swing and a liner, but foul. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fouled back.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off, even if you know it's coming. Look, 2-strike slider on the back foot. That's a classic pitch, but he did a nice job of laying off it.
Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig is at the plate as he watches ball one. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Drilled right back up the middle. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Chase Utley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Williams has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game. Summary to this point.
Michael Saunders.
Adam Liberator is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Adam Liberator.
Howie Kendrick is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Now
digging in once again, number 76 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Now at the plate, Freddie Galvis. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Freddie Galvis.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Right over the middle, knee high. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Now batting.
Riding in once again,
Number 4.
Williams, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3.
Traditional 7th inning stretch.
Striding into the box, Adam Liberatore. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Belanger is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Adam Morgan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
This change for the Phillies. Now playing right field, number 47, Howie Kendrick.
Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Now batting.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Way in front of a great slider that time.
When he is on, that slider is one of the best pitches in all baseball. That's why he's so tough to those lefties.
Lined hard, but foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Here's Zobrist now at second. Reined in. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. Ready to take his hacks again, A.J. Pollock, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Hard hit ball to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Here's Corey Seager, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Kendrick ranging back at the track, the wall. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on the backhand. And a low throw, but he's able to look this one right into the old breadbasket as he hangs on to end the inning. Pedro Baez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
52, Pedro Baez.
Stepping up to the plate, Adam Morgan. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Crawford is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th. Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Hernandez.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. There you see Angel Pagan. He'll bat next. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Now batting.
In is the center fielder, Angel Pagan. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Puig moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in, Adrian Gonzalez. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck, but hey.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Luis Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
57, Luis Garcia.
Stepping in, Justin Turner. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gone on the run. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Yasmani Grandal. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped high in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The right fielder, number
in now is Yasiel Puig. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just 1 pitch. What are they doing up there?
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Zobrist ranging into the outfield. And that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here. Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Here comes another 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Howie Kendrick. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Andres Blanco will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. Trying to pick things up where we left off, number 76. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. 2-2 now with 2 out here in the ninth.
Hey, you can't let that bother him right there. This might be a good time for the catcher to have a little conversation. Just tell him, next pitch, don't worry about that one.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing you'll ever see, 6 innings, but he definitely was a factor in the game. Did a good job while he was out there, and he gets the W because of it.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For Philadelphia, 2 runs on 5 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.